Look at me. It's Vlogmas. Do I look like I'm ready for Vlogmas? Do I look like I'm ready for Vlogmas? First of all, let's just thank God for how beautiful today is, because it is gorgeous outside. The sun is shining. I don't know how it feels. I haven't stepped out there yet, but the sun is shining and it's gorgeous. I love waking up to a beautiful day like this. I love waking up to any day because obviously that's a blessing. But when it looks like this, it looks like it's gonna be a productive day. You know, I haven't done anything. I just rolled out of bed. I'm fixing the kids their oatmeal. They're awake, of course, but they're upstairs. I don't bring them down here until the food is ready, because if I do, they'll just scream at me the entire time. But if I leave them up there, they'll play and be happy until, you know, their food's done. It's Vlogmas Day freaking 1. What the crap? What's going on? Sorry. TikTok just, it's crazy. But yeah, today's Vlogmas Day 1. Happy Vlogmas Day 1, y'all. I'm not in the Christmas spirit. I'm not gonna try to cap with y'all. I'm not in the Christmas spirit. I don't know if it's because like I've been I did Thanksgiving alone. You know, like I was saying, I don't know if it's because I'm doing the holidays alone, but like Thanksgiving, it was just me, Davion, and the kids. And we invited this other army couple over here. It was really good. It would turn out to be a success, not gonna lie. So I don't know if that's why, because like I'm not home, you know, maybe I'm not in the Christmas spirit. Because last year for Vlogmas Day 1, I was pumped. I realized it was December 1st last night at 1 o'clock in the morning. Well, this morning. I was like, what's today? Now, I don't know if I'm gonna try to rush to get this uploaded tonight or if I'm gonna wait till December 2nd to post it, because most of the YouTubers that I watch, they vlog December 1st and they post the 1st on the 2nd. And you know, they continue to do that throughout the month. So like Christmas Day wouldn't be posted until the day after Christmas. And last year I was doing it day by day. So December 1st I recorded, December 1st I uploaded. Actually, I'm lying. All the years before this, I like pre-filmed the videos basically. So I would start recording November 30th. And I would post that vlog that was December 1st on December 1st. But as long as I get 25 videos up, I'm good. And I will do that. What the fuck? My battery's snood out. Okay, y'all. Basically, I'm gonna get ready for the day. I'm gonna get me some coffee going. I ran out of greens, so I can't take that. I'm gonna get the babies fed. I'm gonna get back to y'all with Vlogmas Day 1 because my camera's about to die. So, goodbye. I won't look like a sloth next time you see me. A video full of echo is so annoying. I might have to go to my kid's room or something. The truth about being a young mama, there is something that we need to take into account before we decide, okay, I'm gonna have these babies or I'm gonna have this baby, you know? And I think that we need to talk about it, because if we don't, we're gonna keep raising the same generations. Like, we're not just having babies, we're creating the next generation. Most of the time, young people who aren't married and they get pregnant, it's unplanned. And obviously that comes with difficulties. It can be difficult depending on who you're having the baby with. It can be difficult depending on the support that you have, meaning like your family, how they feel about you being pregnant. And not only in those aspects, but in the most important aspect, it can be difficult, and it is difficult for the mom, especially being young. It's difficult to basically sit down and accept the fact that who you've been for the last 20, 18, 17 years is officially gone, and you are about to completely change into somebody else. That can be hard to sit down and try to accept in 9 months. It took me 3 months to accept the fact that I was pregnant. And I'd say it took me 4 months to completely love my children. And even when they got here, I felt slightly disassociated. It was like, these are mine. Like, I'm their mom. Like, I'm their mom. Like, I'm their mom. Being a young mom is gonna come with its difficulties. So as soon as you accept that pregnancy, you gotta know it's gonna be challenging. It's not impossible, and it's not all miserable, but it will be challenging. And that's because we decided to have children at a young age, especially if it was unplanned. When you become a mom, obviously the love that you, like, it's a new love. And everybody says that, and I didn't understand that when people say that. It is a love that is amazing. It's beautiful. I wish I had more descriptive words. Being a mama is something I take very seriously, and I think it's something that everyone needs to take a little more serious. This is not dress up. These are not baby dolls. Like, how we talk to these children is how they're gonna talk to themselves in the next 20 years. How you raise your child is how they're going to treat other people in the next 20 years. When you look at it from that perspective and not just, oh, this a little kid, he don't know no better, he don't know nothing, it's gonna take a while for him to really understand. No, they understand at age 1. Y'all, my children are very intelligent. And that's not me bragging. They're very intelligent, okay? And that's because I've been very intentional on what I say to them and how I say things to them. And basically, I know that the seeds that I'm planting in their heads, they're not gonna sprout the same day that I teach them something. This is stuff that I want to appear in the next 5 years when they're having a conversation with somebody that's not me. Like, you have to think about those things. It's not just wake up, get my kid a donut, and send them on their way. Like, that's not what it is. Obviously, people have things going on in their lives where they can't be too focused on motherhood. And even saying that sounds crazy, but people walk around and justify how they treat their kids based on that statement. Like, I got other stuff to do. I have to go to work. You also chose to have a kid. Sorry. I'm sorry it takes a little more effort than you expected. I'm not doing this to sugarcoat nothing for nobody. And even with saying all this, it's still hard for me. Like, nobody can do motherhood perfectly. There's not one person in this world who can be a perfect mom. But we're not striving for perfection. We're striving for progression. Like, anybody in the same generation as me that got pregnant, you can do it. You just need to be intentional about it. I can do it. I just need to be intentional about it. Sometimes, like, I have a lot of days where I'm like, what the did I actually have children 2 years ago? What the was I thinking? Like, I literally will have days like that. So when you think of raising your kids, think of raising a good human. And also remember that you're planting seeds. Like, you cannot teach your kid to control their tantrums in 3 or 4 years. It's gonna take about 6 to 7 years if you're intentional, maybe 5 if you're super intentional. I will never, ever, ever judge a person and their child for allowing their child to throw a tantrum in a store anymore. And I had to have kids to be able to see that. So if you don't have children, cool, but stop judging people who kids throwing tantrums in stores, because that kid does not know how to control his or her emotions. Do you know how many people are in jail or dead right now because they made an emotional decision? And you're judging a 2-year-old who's been on this earth for 2 years, who obviously cannot be taught how to control their emotions in 2 years, when one of those years was for developing. You know how many times I've woken up in the morning and my children chose violence? And it drove the heck out of me to the point where I was angry with my 2-year-old children. Angry. Straight up angry. And then 6 hours pass by and I feel stupid, because how did a 2-year-old just make you mad? How did a 2-year-old just make you raise your voice at them? Though, it's being aware of that. It's being aware of my emotions and how I'm going to treat them in the moment. Because what I display when I'm overstimulated, when I'm upset, when I'm angry, is exactly how they are going to display their emotions in 4 or 5 years. If they see control, they will learn to control. If they see outbursts, they will learn to outburst. It's really simple, but at the same time, it's not. It's really hard to control yourself when you're overstimulated. It's really hard to stay quiet when you want to yell. It's a part of it. It's literally just a part of it. Back to the part, back to the part where I said it was hard accepting, you know, that a part of you, the person that you were for the last 18, in my case 18 years, is gone. Like, I'll never be that person again. I will not even have the same passions that I had, you know, all those years. I loved animals. I loved animals so much. I'm sure y'all can see that by the videos on my page. But now, I could care less. Like, obviously, I still care about them. I want to go into pet stores and hold the animals. But my heart, I'm not as passionate for them as I was. That passion has now went to my children. I haven't lost myself. My priorities have just changed. That's all. Going out can still happen. You'll still be able to have fun. You really will be. And if you're a mom right now and you don't necessarily have the best support system, and your boyfriend or not boyfriend is working to provide for the child and you can't necessarily get out when you want to, it's okay. It's okay. Just find a group of people or find one person, you know, and invite them over. Invite them over just for a conversation. If you do not have kids and you know somebody is pregnant, just had a baby, or had a baby 2 years ago, reach out to them. It can get lonely. It can get lonely only focusing on people that are not yourself. And obviously we have to, because we made a choice to have them. But it's nice to know that other people care about who I am and what I want to do and where I want to be. It was a really big disconnect with me and my friends when I first had the baby, because they would never invite me places. Obviously, I can't get up and go. I'm breastfeeding 2 newborns. I would always want my friends to reach out and say, hey, we're going to this. If you can go, let us know. And me politely say, my titties are in my kids' mouths. I won't be able to. But when my friends automatically cut me out of every equation, don't do that to people, y'all. My friends did that to me, for surely. I mean, it was COVID. I was nervous about other people being around my kids, other people being around me, because I didn't want my kids to get sick because people was dying from that mess. But I still wanted people to reach out. And when I told my friends that, they did. They did start to reach out. And I did start going out, because my support system is amazing, and I am forever grateful for my mother, my mother-in-law, for watching my children whenever I need them to. Whenever I need them to. I moved to Georgia 6 months ago, and there was a wedding here for one of the army wives that I'm friends with. And I was like, Mama, can you come out here to watch the kids? She flew out here to watch the kids. She flew out here to watch my children while I went to a wedding. She came out here for 1 day. Like, that's love. That's support. And I'm forever grateful for it. Being a mom has changed me, but it's only changed me in certain ways, and it's changed me for the better. I think so. And that change is a part of the process. Don't be afraid of it. Don't try to make it seem like you haven't changed, because you have. You're a mom, and that's okay. You chose this journey, and you should be able to thrive in it. I'm talking to every young mama out there, because I don't want you to feel alone. You're not alone. Everything that you felt, we have all felt. Every young mom ever, we have all felt the same pain, the same happiness, the same love. Of course, everybody's situation is different. Everybody's support system is different. But as a person, by myself, when it comes to raising a child, I think that we should all just like listen to one another. Because I can learn from you, you can learn from me, and we can help this new generation. We can be good for our babies, help our babies be good for the world. Also, be more aware of what you feed your kids, obviously. I think I've always been an activist for that. Like, when the babies are young, I think you should make their baby food. It's not expensive at all. It's not hard, but it does take time, and it does take consistency. It takes dedication, and it takes time. Right now, I'm in the stage where I have 2 2-year-olds. So my brain is constantly doing 4 things every day. Learning this little girl, learning this little boy, being who I am, and trying to work for my future self. So not only am I the mom who needs to clean the house, the mom who needs to cook for everybody, the mom who needs to figure out how Dior's brain works and how Davion's brain works, but I'm also the mom who needs to figure this shit out for the future. What do I have to do now to get to where I want to go? So that's 4 things every day. That can get tiring. Breaks are necessary. If you are a young mommy, breaks are necessary, and they are okay. It is okay for you to say, I want a day away from them. I want a day to use my brain for my thoughts and what I want to do. That's okay. And if you have space and opportunity and support to do that, do it. It is essential to your mental health. If you're a young mom and you're discouraged, or you're scared, or you don't know what the next step is, just know that you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. You do have to put extra work into it. You do have to be more intentional with your baby, but you're gonna be okay. I hope this comforts somebody. If you made the decision to go through with your pregnancy, you can do it. Because that's the first step, knowing that you're capable of having this baby. Having children is the biggest blessing I've ever received, but it is the most challenging thing I've ever been through. I'm recording this December 1st and I'm gonna post it December 2nd. That's what a lot of YouTubers do, so that's what I'm doing this year. Last year I started early, I was more prepared. This year I got a little bit more going on, a little bit more on my mind, so I got distracted, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna give up on Vlogmas. I'm going to proceed with Vlogmas. 25 videos in 25 days, and I'm gonna do it because I'm capable, you know? Okay, I will see you guys tomorrow in Vlogmas Day 2.